Hello everyone, this is Rosanna Vidororai for short, and you're on to Read Time with Ryan. It's a special day for me because if you're on, let me know first. If you're online, thank you for joining me. You could just say something so I know you're on. Yes, we're on to Read Time with Ryan, and you're welcome. This is a special day for me because it's my anniversary, so you could see that I'm very happy. Yes, so it's good to join me. Oh, Anita, thank you for joining me. So it's good you're here. I'll just give a few minutes for some people to join more because I have a giveaway because it's my anniversary, so I'm happy. Anita, how you doing? How's your holiday? How is it going? Yes. So, excuse me, I'm trying to share something. Please, if you're joining, share so people know you're here. Midak, thank you for joining me. Where is this thing I'm trying to share? Okay, I've seen what I'm looking for. Please share and let people know. So we are on. Oh, hi Kathy, thank you for joining me. All right, thank you, love, for joining me. I'm sorry you have to share the anniversary with my viewers. So. Excuse me, please. All right, so Grace, thank you for joining me. Florence, thank you for joining me. Yes, I was trying to do something, to share something, so I've done that, and so now we are good to go. Yes, so today's topic, of course, is does beauty, count? Beauty is what beauty does, but basically what I want to talk about is does beauty count? It's a request topic, or is beauty like, the main thing before you choose a partner, or before you think of a relationship, or before, if you're a guy, before you pop the question, or if you're a lady, before you accept that proposal? Yes, does beauty count? So let me know what you guys think. Today is a special broadcast, so I may take another format. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think about that? Does beauty really count? Would you go for someone who is not and when we say beauty in this context now, I mean physically attractive, I mean, how the person looks and all. That's what I mean. Yes, so I want to know, would that matter to you, or you're looking at something else? Let me just know what you think before I dive into the topic intensively. Yes, and so while you're trying to tell me what you think and all, I have so today is a special day for me. It's my anniversary, as I said earlier, and so I want to give away something. Yes, I would you'll be able to win something from the Read Time with Rye. If you can answer this question, do you I hope we can all hear me. Yeah. So, and do we what was the first topic on Read Time with Rye? If you know what the first topic is, please put it down now, so because it's based on first come, so if you know what the first topic was on Read Time, I think team members, you guys are exempted. Yes, because you ought to know. Yes, so if you know what the first topic on Read Time with Rye was, tell me what the first topic was. I'm not asking you for dates or months or year. No, I'm not asking you for that. Just tell me what the topic is, and you win something from the Read Time with Rye. I would say who the person is on Sunday, and then tell you on the Read Time with Rye extended, and then let you, give me your address so I can mail it to you wherever you are, or ship it to you wherever you are. Yes, so what was, I think it's going to be on the comment section for those who may be coming late to see what was the question, the topic for the first broadcast of Read Time with Rye. Yes, so I want to know. If you know it, then you put it on the comment section, and of course on the comment section on my social media platforms will be there. And if you need to get in touch with me, hello Alpha, thank you for joining me. If you need to get in touch with me, you let me know so that I can be of help. If you want counseling or whatever it is, I'm available. All my social media platforms will be there. Ethel, thank you for joining me. I said team members. Anita, you're not my team member. You're not my read time we write team member, so you're not exempted. Anita, I said team. Read time we write team members are exempted. Every other person is not exempted. My team members know themselves, so they are the ones that are exempted. All right, so if you know it, just put it down. And of course, our another winner on read time we try extended and ship, or depending if you're in my city in Ukraine, Kharkov here, of course, give you what your present is. And you just do me a favor by letting people know that, you know, I gave you your program, what I said, I gave it to you, and that's it. All right, so let's get to the topic proper, because we're behind schedule. I'm actually so sorry I came a bit late. Yes, I was just today. Of course, you should understand. So thank you for understanding. All right, so does beauty count? In my research and my discussion with people, there's no straight answer, because our generation is different from the generation of our parents. So now we are in the fast lane, and we like, you know, outlook, or how people look and everything. Things have changed. Yes, so for some people, looks really matter to them, and so they wouldn't approach anybody without, if the person doesn't appeal to them. If the person doesn't appeal to them. So Ectel, I would announce if you're correct later. So, but what thank you for answering, by the way. What I want to say is, what really people think it's beauty that they are attracted to, that is they are going out for, is actually attraction. People are attracted to different people, and you see, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what you may find attractive, what you may find good, or what you may think good, you know, some people like people who are slim, people who are, you know, have some weight. It depends on the individual. That's why I say beauty, and beauty is actually what beauty does for me personally. And this is the mistake, and that's what I want to encourage everybody who would come across this video. It's good for people to look good. It's okay for people to look good. It's okay for people to be presentable. I know people want, okay, if they're taking a picture together with, you know, their intended or their spouses, oh, it should be a good picture. I know people want people they can be proud of when they're walking on the road with them and all that. I understand that part. But with what I know now, even if I have to do it all over again, beauty wouldn't be the criteria. It has never been for me. Even though my husband is a handsome man, but it has never been for me. It just happened to be that. I could marry an ugly person. Because for me, beauty is what beauty does. What do I mean by that? What's your handsomeness? Okay, I will talk as a female now. So what's your handsomeness to me if you cannot be the husband that you should be? What's your handsomeness to me if you cannot, you know, be there for the family, or be supportive, or be, you know, provide, or be the head, or what you're supposed to do? What's the beauty? What's the handsomeness? What's the handsomeness if you have to be beating me at home? What's the handsomeness if I can't be myself in the house? I'm afraid of you. I see you like my father. What's the, you know, handsomeness if you're stingy? You can't provide for your children. You can't provide for you are even stingy to yourself. You don't want to even buy things for yourself, clothes for yourself to look good. What's the beauty if I can't eat? You know, there are some people who I learned they measure they measure, just like you were telling me, they measure foodstuffs and stuff, you know, to give their family. So what's your handsomeness? So beauty, for me, beauty is as beauty does. You could be as ugly as hell, but provided you make me feel as the queen that I should feel. You make me feel like the woman that I should feel. You make me, you are concerned about the nitty-gritty that concerns me. You're sensitive to my needs. I would go with you. You see, people are more concerned with the container than the content of that container. And it's a problem. Because you see, that's why I am opportune to have people talk to me. And also I do some researches. A lot of marriages are failing. In fact, they don't cross the 5-year bar. And I see it as because people look at things that are superficial. I understand that the attraction is there, because I was even discussing this with my husband when we went out for lunch, that you know, there should be some form of attraction now, depending on what is the spec of the guy. You know, because I'm talking now as a traditional person, expecting the guy to, you know, ask the lady out and all that. There should be some, you know, criteria, maybe in looks, you know, that attracts the person. And then now when the person comes close, depending on what the person sees on the inside, you know, based on your character, what the person is, the container attracts, which is your outer beauty. what the person sees on the inside now is what will make the person come closer and maybe now want to either propose or whatever. For the men, that's how, because I try to get, because I'm not a guy, so I try to get an insight from my husband today. Yeah, so that attraction is there, but it shouldn't be, but that is what it is, because men are attracted by what they see. And because of that, I feel sorry for the men actually. Because of that, the ladies know this. So they do everything possible. Go to the gym, you know, of course there are a lot of creams these days. Do everything, look good, nice skin. In fact, some eat well, you know, some are even dieting. Most of that is not really because they want to do it, it's because they know that the men are so shallow and are more concerned with what they see. Our fathers, it wasn't really like that. That's why our mothers didn't really care. They didn't care how they really looked, because the men were looking for more. They were looking for who would be able to hold the home together. But now what you're looking at is how your Instagram, how many likes you get on Instagram on your picture, or how many likes you get on Facebook on your picture. So people are now looking for more superficial things. Jonathan, thank you for joining me. More superficial things. And so the ladies know this. That's why I'm feeling sorry for the guys. And I have a son, so I'm even also worried, because the ladies now know that you really aren't looking for contact per se. Thank you for joining me. You're not looking, which is what these people are more concerned with. Okay, yes, Etel, that's right. So people are no longer saying, oh, let me build my character. Or what am I going to bring it to the table? Or what would I be doing? You know, how can I advance the union that we're bringing together? I've told people that, you see, you can be one very beautiful guy, one handsome guy. But if you're together and you can't move both of you forward, there's no vision you're pursuing together. There's no reason for that union, other than the fact that you're beautiful and I have some chemistry. I've told you people that is dopamine working. And so, you know, it's like you're now being controlled by the chemicals in your brain. And that's why you find that when that whole thing has wear down, because there will be a wearing down time. When that thing has wear down, the whole beauty thing, probably she's giving birth, or, you know, different things, and maybe that thing you saw is not there again. It causes a problem. And that's why most marriages are not holding. They're not holding because we're too concerned with, you know, the outer thing. And most ladies spend all their money on, oh, I must, you know, do my nails. I'm not saying, of course, anybody who knows me know I like those things, but those shouldn't be the basis, is what I'm saying. But now most guys, the ladies now believe that is the basis. That's what you guys are looking for. So they try to get in shape. They try to look good, try to fix, try to do all the things you want them to do. And at the end of the day, when they get home or when you come closer, you're waiting to see the container. And by the time you start seeing the inner part of the container, you're waiting to see something good. You're waiting to see what they can bring to the table. It's not there. And then you can't propose. But she's expecting you to. That's for those who won't have some sense. But some will be so blinded by, you know, the look and everything, and even do the proposal and everything, and then in the house, they can't live together because, you know, it's not what they bargained for. In the course of my research, I found that in India, most of the time, parents, the way they choose brides or grooms is that parents do the choosing. And then if they don't find around them, that's around anyone living around, that's within maybe friends or family friends and co, then they go online. They go to dating sites. So those dating sites really move, or I don't know how to say it, are really doing well in places in Asia. I mean in India actually, and Asia too. So they now go online, check, you know, but the first thing they check, especially the guy's family for the lady, I was shocked. I even thought it was supposed to be vice versa, but the world is changing now. The first thing they checked from all the research I did is they first check your salary earnings. Your looks is not, they're not interested in that. They look your salary earnings. Then they look at the school you go to. What university do school abroad? If it's abroad, is it an Ivy school? Is it in the UK? Is it in the US? Is it in like Eastern Europe like we are now? Where did you school? That is put into consideration. Then before they start thinking of family background, your character, then they start looking at, okay, what's your character? In fact, for them, looks is down. It's like second to the last. It's down. So those are people who know that, okay, when the chips are down, something can happen. You see, I always tell people the dynamics of marriage can happen. Nobody is planning for it. But what if there's an accident? I've seen people who are married, people who were straight, and at the end of the day, there was an accident, and they're on the wheelchair. So would you now say, oh, because you're on the wheelchair, I'm not going to marry you again? You see, things happen. So at the end of the day, whatever beauty things you think you saw would fade. Even if the person tries so hard and maintains it, it may not be as, because you see, with age comes certain things. So it may not be as much, you know, as when you met the person. If beauty was the basis for going into that relationship or the basis for the marriage, then it will be a problem. This is where cheating will start coming in from. This is where people will be unfulfilled because you see, okay, I'm married to you, and maybe if the person, depending on how religiously inclined the person is, okay, because I'm married to you and I really can't throw you away or let you go. So what they now do is they now have people on the side who looks like what they want, or people on the side who have character like that which they want. So for me, beauty is what beauty does. You're beautiful. So what else do you do? What else do you have? Other than your beauty, do you have some brain in your head? Other than your beauty, what else can you do? Other than your beauty, what else can you bring to the table? Other than your beauty, can you sustain the home? Other than your handsomeness, how would you be as a husband? You see, all those things, for me now, they don't really, actually, they've never really mattered. But now then maybe they did a bit, but now they really don't at all. That's because I've seen that with marriage, a lot of, in fact, when the chips are really down and there are stuffs happening at home, you don't even remember how beautiful the person is or how handsome the person is, because there are things to trash out, because there are stuffs you don't like, because there are stuffs you need to set right. You don't look at how handsome the person is. Maybe for example, the person is beating you. You don't look at how handsome the person is. That's okay, because you're handsome, please continue beating. Please, I submit myself for the beating. There are things, or okay, he doesn't provide, or he doesn't care about the children, or there are no kids, and people are like trying to. I said there are so many dynamics to manage, and maybe you're trying to struggle to have. Who thinks about how beautiful or how handsome you are? It's the people outside that may be thinking about it or maybe talking about it. But you see, like I said, if you can sleep at home and you have peace, your significant other doesn't give you stress, your significant other respects you, you are sure your significant other loves you, you are sure your significant other will be there for you, you are sure your significant other will sacrifice for you, even if your face is like, I think it's better than a handsome person, because at the end of the day, you snap pictures for likes, but you are suffering inside the house. You don't sleep. There's nothing like good sleep in the night too. There's nothing like waking up and knowing that the day will go without slaps. I can testify to that. There's nothing like waking up and you know that nobody's going to give you a knock on your head. Waking up and know that you're not afraid that, when you see somebody, you start having, or waking up or not sleeping, tiptoeing in the midnight to go and check the phone of your significant other to know who is the side A and the side B. You sleep peacefully. I'm not saying people shouldn't take care of themselves. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, even if someone is beautiful, even if people take care of themselves, what they do is what should matter. I know that some people are shallow, and what they think is how perfect their marriage picture will be. What they think is how the Instagram pictures will be. What they think is how, down the line, the social media pictures will be. They are not thinking how the marriage itself would be. And that is very wrong. And that is what I find in this generation. It's a problem. A very big problem. And that's why you see people have very flimsy excuses for breaking up their marriages, or very nonsensical excuses for breaking up their marriage. That's because, they are more concerned with how the person looks. Let people say, your wife is beautiful. Your husband is so handsome. But at home, do you have peace, or you cry yourself, all the time, and you're having BP because you're thinking of different things that are not going? But there's nothing like peace. I can't trade it for anything. I keep saying it, there's nothing like having peace of mind, especially when you are in your 30s, especially when you've started getting to your middle age. You don't need some unnecessary trouble. I can imagine a 35-year-old woman that they are beating. Are you a child? You see, there are certain things, and most of them see these things. But especially for the women, they look at how the man looks and his money, and they make they accept the proposal based on that. And then if it's the guy, maybe the woman is the type. I've seen some, like, she's all over the place. She distributes everywhere. But what I mean, she sleeps everywhere with everybody that, anybody that comes around. Most of the time, the men were confused or blinded by how the lady looked. Maybe disrespectful to family, just unbecoming, very terrible attitude, terrible character. But they have to manage it, because to them, they want people to say, your wife is so beautiful. Your wife is so beautiful. Your wife is beautiful. What beauty? Your wife is beautiful. You're handsome. What are you doing with it? And anything can happen. It's not a guarantee that it will stay the same way. Things happen. I have always said nobody is ugly. Believe you me, nobody is ugly. With the right amount of money, that especially with the world that we have now, there are a lot of things, a lot of artificial things around. That girl you think is ugly, If she has a good character, and you know she has a good character, and you know she has a fear of God, and you know she has those things that will sustain the home, my dear, spend some amount of money on that lady. Then you would know that indeed nobody is ugly. If she doesn't dress well, doesn't have a good dress sense, you could teach her, provided her character is on par. If she doesn't know how to make up and you're the type that likes makeup, you could teach her. There's nothing that's unlearnable. Even if she doesn't know how to cook and she has a good character, she can be taught. Even if the man is ugly, doesn't know how to dress well, his belt is here, he matches his clothes, you can correct those things. You can tell him, no, you don't wear color, what do you call this thing? Flower, you don't wear color. You can tell him what to do. You can change all those things, provided he treats you right, the right character is there, and you begin to see how he will begin to blossom. You begin to see how he begins to add weight. You begin to see how he begins to look good. Bring out the best out of your significant other. It's not every time you should be waiting for people that are already ready-made. Maybe somebody brought out the best from that person, and they've broken up now, you have come to inherit. Sometimes there should be some value you should add to the person. So let me hear from you. What do you think? Like I've said, for me, I'm not saying go with an ugly person, but I'd rather pick an ugly person with a good character than a handsome person that the character is terrible, personally. Because for me, beauty is what beauty does. What do you do with your beauty and with your handsomeness? What is it? You can be a handsome, wicked person. You can be a beautiful liar. You can be a beautiful cheat. You can be a beautiful, wicked woman. You can be a handsome killer even. People kill their spouses. They sleep, and before you know, they took them with knife and different things. So different things happen. So for me, looks shouldn't be the thing that you'll be looking at and be watching. Oh, if she's not beautiful. The character should be the thing. Character should be the thing. Character should be the thing. You can change people's look. People can upgrade with the way they dress and different things, and they will look good. So let's stop this thing. Oh, this person is ugly, and the person maybe really doesn't have the finances to, really look at themselves, or check themselves how they look and all. So even the research I also did, some people when they were asked if beauty was important to them, they said in their teenage years, beauty, handsomeness was important to them. But when they began to get to late 20s, early 30s, middle 30s, those were down the list. It wasn't a criteria anymore. So I really don't know whether it's with age you now begin to value other things and know that beauty is really a superficial thing, because most of the people that were below 25, actually, beauty was it for them, maybe among the first 3 of their list. So I think maybe it depends on your age too, but I want to advise, you're looking to go into a relationship, or your relationship, you're looking to take it into a next level, which is to maybe propose or accept a proposal or get married or stuff, how the person looks should be the least of your problem. Provided the person has a woman, can give birth, what the person looks is it's not important. Or the person's has for the man can, for those of you who want children, because not everybody wants children too. Yeah, so provided that can happen, and you with time you're ready to invest in yourselves, you're ready to make yourselves look good. If the person has a very good character, but maybe it's overweight and all, you can talk to the person, you can help the person lose some weight and all that. You can work on this person. When it has to do with beauty, it is workable, it is gettable, it can be arranged. But when it has to do with character, it takes God for you to form a character. Somebody that is already maybe 28, that maybe is already talkative or already a cheat already. It takes God. It's only God that can change such a person, not you. So you'll be getting a handful. So I want to advise, don't be too concerned with the container. The content of the container should be your concern. You're beautiful, you're handsome, what else? You're beautiful, you're handsome, what are you bringing to the table? You're beautiful, you're handsome, but what can you do? What else can you do besides, or what else can I see, or can you bring to the table besides your handsomeness or your being beautiful? So, of course, character overlooks Lily. So I'll be reading the comments. Like I said, the question again for those of you who just joined, what was the first topic? Read Time with Rai, team members, you cannot participate. But what was the first topic of Read Time with Rai? And if you know it, put it in the comment section, and of course I would announce the winner on Winter Extended, which is Sunday 6 p.m. I'm also sorry I didn't come online last week Sunday. Yes, those due to unforeseen circumstances, but I would be online this Sunday to share some things with us, and I would let us know who the winner is, and of course the winner is going to get the Return with Rai mug. Yes, so if you have questions at this junction, I will want to take it. Of course, it's my anniversary, and I need, my husband had to, you guys are sharing our day, so I need to go. So just if you have some questions, let me know so that I can answer them, or if what you think you need to contribute. Of course, Kati, you're right. You can check him every time he wants to go out. Of course, but this is for like if you're married, you know. If you're not married and you're not, of course, I don't expect you to live with him. But of course, if he comes to visit, you can tell him, no, this combination is not correct, you know, and all that. You could help him. Yes. And he too can help you. Yes, because nobody is a reservoir of knowledge. We all don't know everything. Yes, and then if you feel the person has very good character, but you feel it's the weight or whatever it is, it can, like I said, anything physical can be gotten, can be achieved. With money or with hard work, if it has to do with exercise or whatever, or with perseverance, if it has to do with dieting or whatever, it can be achieved. But character, how do you do it? You know, it has to just take God. So if you have questions, let me know. Yes, it's the content of the container that matters. Lily, you're correct. Do we have questions? I have like about 2 minutes. And then please read the pinned comments or the comments from the Return with Rai page, and you will get some information about me. Yes, so I would soon be going. My better half is waiting for me, or my significant other. All right, so do I have questions on beauty? Because this is a request topic, and I hope the person who requested have been able to answer you and let you know that for me, it doesn't count. What counts is the character and the attitude of the person, and what the person will be doing for me, and what both of us will be doing in the marriage together, helping each other. If the person now happens to be handsome or the person now happens to be beautiful, should be a plus. Yes, it shouldn't be the first criteria. That should be another thing. That should be a plus. Yes, so, in your choosing, get understanding and know that is the character you would be living with. It's other people that will be helping you to admire that the person is beautiful and cool. But it's you that will live with the character and the attitude of that person. And in marriage, it's a different ball game. Like I said, there is dynamics of marriage. It's a completely different ballgame from dating. Completely different. All right. In the absence of any questions, I would thank you, Doris Ekwa, for joining me. I will be logging off in about a minute if I don't get any questions. And of course, I'm open to request topic too. Like I told you guys, this is a request topic, so I'm open to request topics. If you have request topics, you could hit me inbox, or of course on the comment section now. I think the Return with Rai WhatsApp line is on. You could send me a message there too. Yes, and of course I'll get right back. I always reply my messages. So if you have a request topic, do let me know. Right, so beauty is what beauty does. My 1 minute is almost over. If I don't get a question from you guys, I will be logging off, or a contributed statement, I will be logging off. For me, beauty is what beauty does. Beauty is not it's not the first criteria for me. Thank you all who have been able to log in today and listen to the broadcast with me. Yes, I appreciate. What was the first topic for Return with Rai? That's the question, and a gift is up for grabs. Don't miss it. Put it on the comment section if you know it. Bye.